Hi, welcome back. I'm Scott Stork with Polaris Estate Planning and Elder Law. This is my partner Raymond Chandler, and today we're here to continue our 21 question series of questions we would ask an estate planning attorney if we were doing our own estate plan. And today we're going to talk about a pretty important question. The question is what happens if something happens to the lawyer who set up your estate plan? So remember, this is a continuing series. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel so that you get notification of all of the new videos that we do. And Ray, let's talk a little bit about why it's important if something happens to somebody's lawyer.
Well, of course, it's important to know all the what ifs. That's what estate planning is about. What if, what if, what if? So one of those what ifs is, what if something happens to your attorney? What does that mean for your estate plan? So it's important to know what the options are if your attorney passes away. If there's somebody else to turn to, is there somebody your family can turn to, what's going to happen with your documents, what's going to happen with your file, things of that nature, especially if you have a maintenance program with that attorney. So it's important to know what's going to happen if that occurs. It's also very important for your family to know that, because a lot of times your family is going to be the one that's going to have to call that attorney and try to help settle the estate, figure out the questions and answers during disability, things of that nature. So if you have a relationship with that attorney and your family has a relationship with that attorney, it's important that they know who they're going to have to go to. And so a lot of times the red flag is, well, it doesn't matter because you're already done with your documents. Well, we've talked about that enough that hopefully you know now it's not a one and done situation. So if you have an ongoing relationship with your attorney, that's the best way to have your estate plan. And if you have the ongoing relationship with your attorney, you need to know what's going to happen if something happens to them. So that's vitally important information to know. So Scott, what if something happens to us?
So here's the good news, I guess, if there's good news, is that there's more than one lawyer in the office, right? So we have multiple attorneys here who can take over and deal with our clients' cases if necessary. The other good thing is that Ray and I, and no attorney in this office, has any one client that they deal with at the exclusion of other lawyers. We know all of our clients. We work with all of our clients that are on our maintenance program together so that everybody knows what to do and who everyone is. So we have backups in place internally. But the actual even better news is we have external backups also. So we do have succession plans in place with other lawyers who have agreed that they would take our clients if something happened to the firm and vice versa. Our firm also belongs to a large estate planning organization. And so we have backup there also for multiple places for clients to be able to go if something would happen to this firm and for some reason it would cease to exist, which obviously we hope doesn't happen. So we made commitments to a lot of clients. We want to have protections in place for them just in case so that they can be confident that if something does happen to the firm, that they are still well taken care of.
So that's our 21 questions we would ask an estate planning attorney. So we made it through the series. Again, that very important question at the end, what if, what if, what if? So a lot of times when you're talking to the attorney, you're going to be talking about what if something happens to you. You also need to ask the attorney, what if something happens to them? So that's our series of 21 questions, but we do want to throw a bonus question out there. We're going to continue with one more video in this series, and we're going to throw a bonus out there just to kind of cover everything all wrapped up in one, because the number one question, what all these questions really mean, what they all get down to, what the heart of the matter is how are you going to help me achieve my goals? Because that's what estate planning is about. So again, subscribe to the channel, like the video, get your notifications so you know when that comes out. I'm Raymond Chandler with the Polaris Estate Planning and Elder Law, and this is my partner Scott Stork, and we'll be glad to help you out, and we're here for you and anything you need.